Hey everyone, welcome back. And I am back to do a reading for you. And this time I am going to do a reading about Michael Cohen and Congress. So we all know right now he spent today in behind closed doors answering questions from Congress about his dealings with Trump and what he's been involved with and why he lied to Congress. So he's got 3 days of this, and today was a day that was behind closed doors, so that means we didn't see anything. And as far as I could tell, maybe I haven't watched the news recently, but I didn't see anything coming out saying what they spoke about. But tomorrow, the meeting that he's going to have with them, he will be answering questions in open, so I'm assuming that it will be public. People will be able to watch it, and those will probably be of less classified information and more of general things that he can speak about to inform the public. And then the third day, I think they go right back to closed doors. So I don't know, but are you guys curious? I'm pretty curious. I'm curious to see what that situation is like, what they're going through, what the energy flow is, what's going to be. So this is just kind of a general reading on it of just seeing where it goes, what it's taking. It's like, okay, what is Michael? Is it going to reveal what Michael Cohen is speaking about, or will it reveal what Congress is thinking based on the information he's providing? Now, a lot of people will probably, there's a lot of people it's talking about, because, he has been convicted. He's guilty. He pled guilty. And he's going to start his sentencing for this. And people call him a liar. I mean, obviously the president's calling him a liar and everybody else is calling him a liar. Well, he did lie, but he also pled guilty to that lying. So what is it now? Is he going to lie to Congress? Well, my personal gut feeling is that he already pled guilty. What has he got to lose by telling the truth? There's nothing to hide anymore. He's already going to do time. So, and plus, because I believe from his past readings, all the readings that I've done on him in the past, he has been on this redemption trail. So he's done wrong. He's convicted. He knows he has to pay for the crime, but he's trying to right some wrongs. And this is the procedures for him. Okay. So I wanted to look into that. And I wanted to, I think we should just dive right in, because who knows what we're going to find out, right? So I have my my Labradorite. Check this out. Look at that flashing. This is the Merlin stone, kind of like, well, it's a magician stone. So this stone would be very attached to the magician card. But I just love this flashing. Look how brilliant blue that is. Isn't that cool? Anyways, moving on. Let us get into this. So let's find out what we can find out. We want to know any information that you can give us on Michael Cohen and Congress. Michael Cohen and Congress. Where's the energy moving? What's going on? What can be revealed? What will be there? What will it be like tomorrow? Are we going to deal with a circus? I mean, we're going to have I believe it's open. I believe it's open where people can watch it. I'll probably be working. But let's find out. All right, so we're going to move right into this. Michael Cohen and Congress. Tell me the energy. I do appreciate all of your guys' comments. The last reading, I'm grateful for all of your comments. Thank you very much. All right. What is the energy? This is just a general, what is going on? Where's it flowing? How's it going? How's it going? All right. All right, and here we go. Michael Cohen and Congress. Are we still on this redemption trail? Are we revealing deceit? What's going on? What's happening? So let's look at the significator card. Completion, the world. All right. This would probably be the final step for Michael Cohen before he enters into prison to begin his terms, okay? So in a lot of ways, this could also be his completion. It's like, okay, you know, when you're carrying secrets and then you get caught and then you get in trouble and then you feel remorse for all that stuff. For most people, and Michael Cohen, I probably would consider one of those people. Now, don't get me wrong. We're not going to minimize the damage he's done by the crimes that he's committed. He knows what he's done. He knows what he's committed, and he knows he's going to spend time in jail paying for those crimes, right? But this is like this final straw. This will be like the completion. It's his cycle is coming over. This is like closure to his past, right? Closure to the past. He's going to reveal, he's going to bring it all to completion, and it's going to go to the past for him. Now, Congress, this is probably something they have been waiting for, and they're going to hopefully get some closure in some areas with regards to this investigation, at least on Michael Cohen's part. Okay, so there's going to probably the overreaching feeling is that there will be some satisfaction with it when this whole situation is done. There's going to be a completion on it. Okay. So let's see here. This is the path. Oh, this is the path. This is the death. This is the change. This is the end of an old, in with the new. So since this is in the past, this would be Michael Cohen, right? He got caught. He came to a realization. Literally, it's like when his office was raided, I don't think that there was any sort of change in his mind. But what happened is when Trump went to Prague and spoke to Putin, and Cohen saw what happened, it caused a change within him. It was like the death. It was like the death of a situation and entering into something new. So this was probably the pivotal decision that he's going to change. And this is also his pleading guilty and accepting the consequences of what he's done, which is ending up with him going to serve time in jail for 3 years, right? So that's what it is. So now he's kind of on this new path. So the old is gone for him. It no longer exists. Okay. Now we're looking at the present. So we got some hanging man. So this is an interesting card because, you know, a lot of times when you see the hangman, it's like things placed in suspension. But this is like the present, okay? So what it is that he's going to try to explain things so that people can see things from a new perspective, okay? Whatever he said today in behind closed doors could have been, you know, eye-opening, changing, game changer, right? He could have said something like that. But when we're going to be looking at it is that it's going to give people food for thought to look at things from a different perspective. And this is also in Cohen's position, the surrender card. That means surrendering. So you notice this guy, he's letting go of all the material wealth and just letting it go. It's surrendering. And that literally could be he's surrendering the information. So right now, so far, he is surrendering information. Congress is seeing things from a new perspective. Now, whether or not they believe him or anything like that, that remains to be seen, okay? So next card, the challenge. The challenge is the King of Swords. Oh, well, this is interesting. This is my Mueller card. The King of Swords is my Mueller card. And so that means the challenge is the Mueller investigation, okay? So I'm going to say with this particular card, because it is the significator card for Mueller and the investigation, I am going to say that he is under some constraints about what he can and cannot say because, you know, of the stuff that because of the stuff that him and Mueller have talked about, the stuff that he's given to the prosecutors, the stuff that he's given to help other investigations forward. So he might be under some constraints in order to not reveal certain things, and he probably will be under pressure to reveal that information. So he's going to be kind of stuck because if he does say something wrong, it could get him in more trouble. But if he says something, you know, so he's going to have to balance it. So the Mueller investigation and the information he is providing must be mindful. I still think that he's probably been in discussions with the special prosecutors in order to for them to discuss. It's like, this is the stuff that you're really going to have to hang on to, and you're going to have to just say, maybe you cannot answer that at this time because it is for the investigation. Those are the things that's going to come on. So the challenge will be the investigation, the Russia investigation, because Congress is going to try to press for that information, and there may be some things that they're trying to press for that he is not able to give due to the ongoing investigation. So what's the outcome here? Empress. Ooh, the new beginnings, the new possibilities. So I think that this discussion that they're going to have is going to be fruitful. It's going to come up with something where they're going to learn something. All right. So he is going to be able to give more information that's going to be satisfactory to Congress, and they're going to, and probably to the world if it is, it'll probably, I think it's aired tomorrow for some of the discussions, but the closed door meetings is still going to create something new. Something fruitful is going to come from it. We'll see where they take that, okay? So there's new beginnings. So it's almost like a game changer. It's like what Michael Cohen may reveal is going to change the game. So this idea that Trump is kind of immune to consequences for some reason. It's like he could say whatever he wants, do whatever he wants, lie to everybody and not face any repercussions. This is like the change. This is like the game changer. This is the new beginnings. This is the new start. Okay. All right. So back in the past, we have hope. Okay. Now this card has shown up before with Michael Cohen. It's like, especially when he was really, when he had the change of heart and he didn't know what to do, and people were real hard on him because, you know what, he was a jerk. Sorry, I could say worse words about him, but he was really not a good person, okay? And why would anybody help him? Why would anybody help him try to turn a corner and do better things, right? But in his past, when this whole thing has happened, even though he knows he's done terrible things and he's going to have to pay the consequences for those things, the people that are working with him are giving him hope, okay? So now in Congress, with Congress looking at this, they are looking at this situation and hoping that it will reveal and shed some light on what's going on and the whole situation with this Russia investigation and why everybody is lying. So maybe he can shed some light on it and give some hope about it, okay? So presently, we have the Knight of Cups. This is the Knight of Cups. This is the presenting news, delivering word, okay? Presenting. So this guy, so this would be Michael Cohen giving information, passing information. And the information, whether it be good or bad news, it's still being had. And the question becomes then, is he telling the truth? And that's going to be I think that's going to be really what everybody is going to be talking about. Is he telling the truth? Is he still lying? But like I said, he's already pled guilty. He's going to have to go to jail. And you know what? By telling the truth, it's only going to help him. It'll help keep him out of any future trouble. And if he can get all of it out now, it will help him in the future. So just don't lie, okay? And start telling the truth. So this is the Knight of Cups. This is him presenting information. People are looking to him for word. So he is in the hot seat, and Congress is going to be sitting there and definitely interrogating him, drilling him, asking questions, and they're not going to be easy questions for him. And he's going to have to swim through it and make it happen. Just tell the truth, okay? So the challenge that's going to be with him dealing with all of these questions, right, is balancing. Oh, here it is again. Balancing. This is with the Mueller card, right? the information. He's got to balance out what he can speak about and what he cannot speak about. And he cannot succumb to pressure of Congress to release things that he's been told he cannot speak about due to the investigations that are currently in progress, okay? And this is going to probably have people be part of the reason why people will be like, you liar, you know, and be really hard on him. But you know what? Anybody that goes into Congress gets asked hard questions, okay? Especially like, you know, you know, all the FBI people when they go in. If you notice that they're very used to it, so they know what they can and cannot say, and they know how to handle Congress. So I think the thing is, those guys are seasoned at it. You have Michael Cohen, who's been through this before, so he has some experience, but he's still going to have to balance out the information so that he doesn't jeopardize any of the ongoing investigations that are currently in progress. Okay, so he's going to have to balance it out. So he wants to reveal everything, but he's going to have to balance it out. Okay, and Congress is going to have to temper themselves and balance themselves out and understand when he can and cannot say something. Okay, the outcome. The Two of Swords. So the outcome is that the reaction to his testimony will actually be very divided. Okay, there's going to be some decisions. It's going to present something brand new. It's going to present things, and it's going to have a new start. And you're going to have the two sides. You're going to have one side of going, absolutely, we now got it, we can move forward with more information. The other side is going to be like, he didn't tell us anything that's going to help us forward. There's going to be a lot of indecisions. There is going to be some information that's probably blocked, and there's going to be some battles within, you know, some just sword fights. This is very swords with very mental, very argument. This can be argumentative, but you're really looking at the fact that this is also a crossroads card. So now you could be in a new beginning, right? New possibilities. Things are fruitful. You're getting information, but that also puts you at a crossroads, right? You can put you at a crossroads. That means you have to make a decision. Which way are we going to move forward? What are we going to do now that we know this information? You're at a crossroads. And sometimes when people get confused, you become gridlocked because nobody can make a decision, and then we're stuck. So this is what the Two of Swords is. So there's kind of like some, I don't know what to do with this information, and there's going to be some arguing about what to do with the information when it's finished, okay? All right, so that was the underlying motions to all of this. Now let's see what the final is. So here's in the past, okay? These were all the options. This is the delusions. This is all in the heads. This can be deceptions. These can be delusions of grandeur. So when you're looking at all of this is, even though they're hopeful, it's like they've been bitten by the snake so many times, they're distrustful, right? So you have there's a lot of ideas, a lot of questions, a lot of things that are on your mind that they want to ask, you know? And, but there could be a lot of illusions and stuff. It's trying to break through all of those illusions, break through what is real, what is not real. This is the thing, and this is what is hopeful to break through this illusions, okay? So we have an end, we have an end and a new beginning. So like I said, for Cohen, it's over. His old life is gone, it's dead. He is starting something new. He's hopeful about setting things right and cutting through the illusions, right? Cutting through all of that and trying to get out the truth of the matter, right? All right, so let's look at the present. And there's Trump. This is fabulous. So the news, and this is really kind of the heart of the discussion between Michael Cohen and, Michael Cohen and Congress, right? So he's going to be surrendering information. He is going to be speaking about it. He is going to be delivering that news about Trump, right? So this is my Trump card. This is the Nine of Cups, okay? And if you're going to look at the literal thing, like I said, I have Mueller right here. and you have Trump right here, right? Mueller could be, you know, if you're looking at the challenge in terms of the actual meaning of the card, you're looking at a guy who is unswayed. His mind is made up. He moves forward. He charges forward. The King of Swords is very legal-minded, okay? The challenge is the legal-mindedness, okay? And, you know, the reverse of this is a very argumentative person, argumentative personality, okay? Then you have Trump here in the present. But if you're going to look at the actual meaning of this, this is the wishes granted card. So if you're going to look at it in that fashion, you're looking at him surrendering information, he's delivering the news, and the Congress is getting the information that they want, the wishes granted, right? But it is about Trump as well. So this whole thing centers on Trump. So I have Mueller here and I have Trump here. So we got some legal situations going on here. All right, so what's the challenge through all of this? The Seven of Coins. This is you know, the harvest is rich, but they're just not you're just not satisfied. It's the kind of the rest and stuff. This is not being fully satisfied with the information being gotten, okay? So because he's going to be prevented from talking about certain things, he's going to have to balance out the information so he can give enough information, give as much as information as he can, be completely open and honest about it without jeopardizing what's currently going on. But there are going to be people who just aren't going to be satisfied with his answers. I don't think it almost feels like, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what type of information they got. They've already went in and they believe that he is a liar. They're not satisfied with his answers, you know, and some people just aren't. It's just not, you can't please everybody, right? All right, so we have the final outcome, his strength. All right, strength in the face of adversity. So knowledge is power. I've spoken about it before. So now that Congress will have more information, it will give them strength to continue. It will bolster them and continue forward, okay? Now, Republicans who have continuously said, there's nothing to see here, folks. Let's move on. But yet Mueller keeps handing down indictments and arresting people and getting guilty pleas. You know, it's like what is this? Nothing to see here, folks. Move on. Well, Michael Cohen has pled guilty to lying to Congress. He's answering for that here, and that information that he gives everybody strength, and it gives them strength to continue forward. Okay, so I think that the information, and for Michael Cohen, it will make him stronger. It will actually put him in a better position. So even though he's going to have to deal with it, he's like releasing karma. He's paying karma, but he is creating new karma, okay? And the new karma is that when he's going to be able to, after he does the time and gets out of the spotlight, and because you know what, I don't think he can go back to law at all. He's going to have to reinvent himself, but it will give him strength. It will take the burden off of his shoulder from his past dealings so that he can move forward. Now, it doesn't mean that his past is forgotten and people will forget, but he's going to have to deal and be strength in the face of adversity, okay? And the people who believe what he is going on, they're going to face the people that don't. So it's going to have to give everybody strength. So that's actually a good card because it's going to bring strength. It's going to, you know what, it's going to kind of maybe go, yeah, we weren't crazy. There is something here, right? It's kind of that feeling. So, all right. And since I ended on a major card, I probably will not pull another one. So, all right. I think the thing is when I'm looking at all these cards, I see that what Cohen is going to say will be revealing. I can see that not everybody is going to be happy with his answers. I see people are going to probably not be happy, especially because he is under some constraints by Mueller, but the Mueller investigation. Okay, so they probably have spoken to him and discussed their options and said something. Trump is concerned. Here is the interesting thing. I know that there's been concerns about Michael Cohen and his safety. That's not answered here, you know. But I do believe that I think he'll be okay. I don't think he'll, I got Trump out of the country, and I know that they are the center. These guys are the center of the discussion. Mueller investigation is the center. Trump is the center of the thing. There is a completion, so he is in completion. The death is here in his past is just a significator that his old life is gone. He's already been convicted. He's heading into the new thing. Congress, I see, is going to be conflicted about the information they're going to get, but he's under constraints, and he's going to try to bust through the illusions, so that the illusions of Trump, the stuff that Trump is doing, he's going to bust through that illusion. All right. Well, I think that this is kind of where it goes. We'll see how it goes. Tomorrow is the open interviews or interrogation, or where they have to go speak before Congress, and he will be under oath again, and the outcome looks like that it's going to be enlightening. There's going to be some new information. It will bring things through. Congress will become at a crossroads. Okay, they're not going to fully understand, it's not that they're going to fully understand. They're going to understand the situation, but they're going to be undecided about maybe which way to go right away. Okay, so they're going to be at a crossroads. But it will give everybody strength. It will give everybody strength, like we are finally getting answers that we need. It's not all so hidden. It's not all so secret. The delusions is being busted through. So, okay. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.